This approach is about buying good quality companies at the right price and then letting them build out through the dividends, reinvesting dividends and getting the dividend yield increases and getting capital appreciation as well. While investing on my own, I probably made about 7 or 8%, but following Bill Spatrino's recommendations, I've been making around 30%. A couple examples would be Marvell Technologies and AbbVie, which spun off from Abbott a year ago. I'm up over 100% on both of those and collecting a nice dividend on each one. There's others like Abbott Labs, I'm 74% up. Altria, 41%, and I got those percentages without including the dividend. That's without the dividend. So you add the dividend in there, like Altria pays 5.5% annually. So you tack that on to your capital return. Boy, it's a great service. It's a great value. I mean, at $100 a year, that's like 8 or 9 trades, the cost of 8 or 9 trades or so. It's, for what I've got, for how I have benefited over the last 3 years, it's the best value I could ever realize, best value I've ever got. My recommendation to you would be not to wait, because the key is to get your money working for you now, not watching it fritter away in a savings account or a bank account somewhere. If you don't think you have enough money to invest, you need to look at, are you already investing with a full service brokerage firm? They charge exorbitant fees. Or you got to think, if you're not investing at all, you got to think about the opportunity cost. What are you earning in that savings account? Paltry 0.1% interest. So you almost can't afford to not invest. But something like the dividend machine for $100 a year is I will attest that it is a great investment in itself, because not only do you get great stock recommendations, but you also start learning through reading Bill's regular reports about his approach to investing, which I think is extremely sound. It's a slower approach to investing, but it's kind of like the tortoise and the hare, and it's going to pay off in the end. With the turtle taking a slow route there, but I believe accumulating more wealth in the end. Well, that's one of the great advantages of the dividend machine, is that Bill is doing the legwork for us. He's going in there and evaluating these companies. He's got his 18-point system. The key is to get your money working for you, but to get in at the right price point and to get into quality companies. And Bill Spatrino provides that. Well, you know, I worked as an economist for the Bureau of Labor Statistics for 20 years, so I love spreadsheets. I have several spreadsheets, one with the ex-dividend date, one with the dividend pay date, and I got every single date on there, and I keep it up, and I'm looking at it, licking my chops, literally. Every dividend payment, it's great. It's great to see the money flowing in. Well, with the annual increases in the dividend yield, it's like getting a pay raise every year, and that's awesome. It's a great thing to have. Yeah, the gains that I made from the dividend machine recommendation have paid for my living expenses for the past 3 years. But with the dividend machine, you're getting these recommendations of companies that are very stable, that have long track records of paying dividends. I'm talking 10, 20, 30, some 40 years long. And that don't only pay their dividends regularly, but they increase their yield annually. So I think the best way I've heard it is that you have to transition from working for your money to having your money work for you. And it's a freedom thing for me and an independence. Without the dividend machine, I would probably be spinning my wheels still. I probably would muddle my way through, because when I look back, I was already moving in the direction of where Bill was already at, where he had been at for years. But what the dividend machine did for me is it kind of like clarified what was already in my mind and validated it the way I was thinking. The one thing I want people to know about the dividend machine is that it's a trustworthy investment advisory service. That's the point I've come to over the last 3 years. I trust Bill. The results speak for themselves. Thanks to the Dividend machine, I'm living here in Palm Beach County. My living expenses are paid for, and my portfolio is growing. How much better does it get than that? My name is Jeff Johnson, and I'm a Dividend machine subscriber.